Okay, I'm back. And I feel better. I just need time. Good sleep. The good sleep. Oh, no. I can't, yeah, I think I just need sleep. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Why the change from your office, really? Thanks. Look. There's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire prying into other people's business, do you? Is that voice? Isn't that the prosecutor? Oh, Edgeworth? Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth. You know him from someone? Yeah, of course. I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once, and right, her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you. I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No. Did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder. A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? What? Your car? I say one thing, she certainly can't scream. So the body was found in your car? Go ahead and say it, right? You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all this trouble to help me last year, no less. Oh my god, look at the smirk on his face, Jesus. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no. She didn't do that. I mean, wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister then? Yes, sir. Emma Sky, nice to meet you again. No, that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember, you really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. From one murder to another, man. From one murder to another. That's crazy. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. Yeah, I just feel way better. I just needed a little bit more time. It was just a bad time to stream. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Anna Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. Oh shit, really? You? Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, that's crazy. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumor about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. I see my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. Oh, tell me about it, dude. Are you serious? It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. Yeah. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys. That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Sky? Yes. We first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer then. Since then, I always felt she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person. I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. The murder weapon usually in that toolbox traces of the Wait, no prints? Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't you take a joke? Yeah, literally, it was literally like, yeah. You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Yeah, I do. Oh, I was presenting it. My bad. I hit the wrong button. Present. Right. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright. Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. Then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. Okay, yeah, sure. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense. Especially with you. Oh yeah, that's a good point. He doesn't like you very much, does he, Mr. Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth, it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. Yeah, he's right. Actually, now that I think about it. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Of prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutors each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for King? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Yeah, literally. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right? I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in the frame. Maybe I'll be real down naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Why I want one? Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy. Wendy? She Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? No. I don't think so. Oh, that Wendy at work desk is quite as tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use, easy on the eyes. This polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. They'll sue you. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make you want to curl up and take a nap. Everybody pours over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the scenes of Jesus Christ. That sounds like a crush or anything. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool. I work this. Whoa. What a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess he would feel important. Incidentally, jump out this window. The time until impact with the ground would be... Got it. Approximately 3.23 seconds. Jesus Christ. That's handy to know. Yeah. Oh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The jar below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're sorted by place and origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Curtains. Curtains, I say. Whoa. These are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edward wasn't good with heights. He must have someone to get him for him. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? I must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Hey, chessboard. I'm not too up on my chest, but it looks like blues in a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Those horses are mounted knights. The swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor spawn. His head is kind of spiky. He kind of reminds me of you. This Edwards must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. So that's the king of prosecutor shield, huh? Well done, Edward. You must be proud to be the king of prosecutors. Congratulations, king of prosecutors. Please stop saying that. That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of this shield broken off? Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow. One guy listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner. No, he was arrested for murder. Yeah, that's probably it. No, we literally just arrested him. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma someday. Are you sure about that? When she says it, his name does kind of have a ring to it. Can I check this? The actual murder weapon? Now that I think about it. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth's cut himself peeling an apple. What Edgeworth's doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. What, Edgeworth? In the wild? I like my fruit peeling theory. I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. Did I check this earlier? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I did check it. I just don't think I checked it enough. No, I checked it. I remember this now. I checked it earlier, before I went offline. Let me present this to him. Oopsie. So, basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his reward, better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. Day of the crime. Tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder. Yesterday was an annual day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transfer. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There was an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. That's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edward pride themselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Oh, I see. Parking stub. Oh, I see. There's a parking stub for the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. The fuck? Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir. At the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. And this report, sir. I think I just heard Edward's lid blow. Mr. Edward's lid isn't on very tight, is it? Did you just read my mind? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring anything unrelated. So don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir. I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that race next month. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, you just destroyed that man. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains. Good luck. Whoa. Dear Lord. Right. Yes, sir. God, he caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down of his... Dear Lord, right? Edgeworth, holy shit. I need to look at this. Edgeworth 1712. So 5:12 p.m. This is day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edward parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps it just goes to show you you'll never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. Nothing particularly important. February 22nd, Police Department. This game has a lot of things that remind me of Mega Man or Mega Man X, at least in terms of the effects. I'm pretty picky, but we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me, that took almost 30 minutes by taxi. The traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I only ever been to the criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? It's Turby. Why does it undulate like that? Oh wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal. What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know, I'm a very busy man, pal. Sure, tripping. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. Well, what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is that little girl so peeved at me? It's his sister. She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa! Chief Prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. That's interesting. So what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Wait, seriously? Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Yo, what happened? I know things are busy right now. Meet with my sister's case and all. It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into the criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy there is our chief of detectives. We're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. Have you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyways, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma seems to know that Marshall guy. The patrolman in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Let's see. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. With all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. I'm Detective Gumshoe. What can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that, you have to turn it in to the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. I mean, Detective Gumshoe must have dropped his card a lot. Let's see, Bruce Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in the criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. How did you forget that the coworker you used to work for was the victim? Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Let's see. So, this ID card belongs to the victim? To a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot, and Lana's confessing as much. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? Oof. What was that? What would drive Prosecutor's Guy to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean... I'm sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The crime and act do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? You have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Oh wait, there. Detective, here's my attorney's badge. You show it to me every time we meet, pal. We don't mention the police badge. Enough said. Oh, what an asshole. Didn't even an ID card would be nice. Wait. Speaking of ID cards, I found a detective's card, didn't I? Yeah. That's what's troubles. He's in a tough spot. Again. Yeah, in the murder case, I just... Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hamilton. The DL6 too. Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. It's about there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting, but there's no evidence against him. While Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he was aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Okay. I presented this thing. Yeah, and I already showed him the number. Yeah, double checking. take a look at this? Q. Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. You didn't even look at me. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this. We pre-fuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it. So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Did you take a look at this? You. Yes. Oh. The tea. Yeah. About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cards. Cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you showing this to me, the lunch lady, why? It's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. I'd always feel like I'm being mocked. She's funny. She's genuinely funny. I like it. Oops. It's like the adversary must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme Lunchbox? Wow, it's really country. Box of pixels. Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. Okay. Oh, no one's here. Gotcha. I don't think anything's changed since I've been. Except Edgeworth's not here. Here, see this? Ah, I've noticed that the defense attorneys have a tendency to want to show people things. What is this? A behavioral study of lawyers? Here, see this? Oh, she's just gonna keep saying that. Oh wow! They put the game. The developers has programmed some dialogue of predictable behavior that the player would engage in while playing their game, basically. Did I? Oh, I didn't examine everything. I forgot about that. I was wondering about that. What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances. So it just dances till the batteries die. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. A work of art designed by the chief detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. Right. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is, what was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer from West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. The chief from Detective Gumshoe allows bearer to investigate the crime scene. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal. I was wondering about that. What? The Dancing Badger's my master? Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to check mark. The usual wanted poster are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly ever look. They hardly even look human. She has a point. Detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Meanwhile, look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, "Hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy." That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes. They're making a good pair. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea why. I think they're designed after a panda. A panda? Not that I have scientific proof. This is just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or do they not have those at your zoo? The banner here is announcing the crime fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling printing sets. I don't think this is that kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. Is there anything else? Detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better to go babbling on about things I don't know about. No, I wouldn't want you to do that either. Oh god. What a burn. Why would you do that? Good. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here? Hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? Wait, what? Wait, that's a good point. Wait. Wait. Hey, what's wrong, Bambini? Looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Okay, so the lunch lady has two boyfriends. Jake Marshall, for one. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. There's something I want to ask you. The scene of the crime? A cold grave for men who lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. She's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? There's something I wanted to ask you. Scene of the crime. He's gonna keep doing that. Okay, gotcha. Officer Marshall, can you take a look at this? Whoa, partner. You're fixing to draw on me. You best be ready for a shootout. Ready to become food for vultures, compadre? Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Somehow I don't think he's going to help us. What an ass. He's going to be a hard ass. Hey, look here. It looks like something's been crossed out. There was a letter or something to get to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus, $20. I think a couple of zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. It sounds like more like she wants to be a forensic analyst. She wants to investigate things scientifically. It's the only way to do it. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. When we investigate? Gumshoe? Oh, that old cow dog? He's holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. I think he's just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this cruise is from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, my Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective required? Well, folks, troops are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self. Police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Aww. Detective Gumshoe letter of instruction crumpled and discarded. Now you gotta answer my freaking questions. Officer Marshall, could you tell me more about the victim? They don't always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed at 15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means a witness, Miss Angel Star. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here is the autopsy report. Oh, thank God. Death due to loss of blood and one night before he died within an hour. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambini. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman was a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. My sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot? So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago to tell y'all the truth. Oh really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how could you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambini? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he's running with that Edgeworth, huh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, he don't realize it yet. The Gumshoe? Kicked out of the investigation? Oh, that's interesting. Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're going to draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me never to visit Texas. Ah, a toy shield suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? A toy knife, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? You get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Did it have a K for King of Detectives on it? Hey, they could use the same shield over and over. Not so. The prosecutor's office and criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it. They've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell ya. Alright, compadre, come through, huh? Okay, yeah. What's that? Some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodman's ID card, strangely enough. We found it a good distance away from the crime scene. The distance? In this rat hole? If you want distance, get yourself in Texas. Oh my god. Him in Texas, dude. There's a tiny little crime scene with a tiny little town, with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few words make, compadre? Not the self. If you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. Oh my god, there's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. Oh my god. Sure, have fun. I see your badge. Looks pretty round. Our badge is a star, a lone star, shining in a nighttime sky. The beam of light illuminating evildoers who come in the dark of night. Not the south. Evildoers are weak against starlight. Hey, that's a sheriff's badge. I gotta fix something. I removed the filter from my mic. For some unknown reason, I forgot to place it back. Single stab wound was found by 4.5. By 12 p.m., prosecutors Wright Steed came in at a trot real slow, like a trot. Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later, so it seems the chief prosecutor was lying in wait, maybe waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what do you mean is the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along? I think I presented this already. Presented this, presented this, presented this, presented this. We're good. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis, which justice belongs to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it belongs to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Check it out. Right. Let's check it out. Oh god. Stick drift. Stick drift. Nintendo! Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's Pink Princess strap. Pink Princess strap. It's hard to come by, you know. I see the series is as popular as ever with the kids. I thought speech therapy or something. This phone is still on the red dial screen. Redial, sorry. Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls we made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know that. Sorry to disappoint you. But even I know about things like readout. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know what people from your generation. God. She's talking about it like she's talking about a flip phone too. That doesn't exist anymore. Whatever. Let's check this phone out. Time to see who the owner of this phone called last. Not the self. The purchaser doesn't think first. He just presses the button. Hey, that song. I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Ah! Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed the red dial on that phone down on that phone there, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyways? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? It belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who'd she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. What are those newfangled ringtones? Oh, that. Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Partner. Oh no, I incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. I'll be able to roll on the sky. I lost all my anxieties. A block is areas reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to Block B, the B block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go for the B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. It's kind of an insult, just a little bit. Just a little bit. She says I'm gonna be flipping burgers. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. 6, 7. No. I apologize. I'm so sorry. You're right. Let's see. 6, 7, S, 12, 12, 2. There's a name printed above the paper. Above the name printed on the paper above. Goodman. Hammer fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so, what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Not self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not right. Oh my god. I'm sure Edgeworth would know what this means. Goodness knows that. Just put it right here. This rope. This rope, is it? Yep. They laid it out in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. I've got to be the only person I know that will come to that conclusion. Yeah, that's not the conclusion of the autopsy report. This appears to be the car where the body was found. Edward's car looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just means I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Please, is there? That's what visitors park. I can see the lunch lane card over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Whoa, where'd Detective go? Detective gone. Partner. He got his rodeo ass out of here. Oh, there he is. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. My sister's cell phone. Last time it was used was 5:18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her date for the night. Why did Lana make that call? Alright, comrade, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're going to draw evidence of someone. That's what they do in Texas. Yeah. Detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know, but oh yeah, he's at the beginning of that. Yeah. He did this. Okay. Cool. Cool. So there's no connection between Detective Goodwin and my sister? That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. The prosecutor tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided. Bambini, many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambini. How can you say that? You and my sister, there's something between this cop and his sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambini. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prosecutor's office. Dry wind or air well, someone's up to something here, but who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Reports, evidence, and raging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors. We're talking about evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person, but they're off limits, untouchable, you might say. One person who, hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambini. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't wrestle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What are you saying? You're saying Edgeworth's making deals to win trials? When there's gunshots, they're bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we got some clues. Got an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee she's not a criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yeah? Oh, that song your phone plays when it rings. What? Steel Samurai's theme song, isn't it? A popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. Oh, she called her sister. 5:15, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Look at this murder. The suspect, top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Good shit. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? The defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Maya. There's one decisive difference between you and her. That is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. First trial without a Fae helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. I'll be alone in here. I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. What is down in session for the trial, Miss Lana Sky? Defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is ready for a while, Your Honor. Has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. In 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since this trial. Hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's parking lot. I'm sorry, prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's a much more forceful person. Suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There is a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Who? What's a professional witness? Prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand. The cough-up queen? Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar. I'd never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. And for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Oh, thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? This is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty, it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tropicola. What the heck does pickled tropicola taste like? Name, profession, now. Me, the name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edward? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. Prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Get up. Oh my god. He's whooping that caviar, dude. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh my god. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am professional. I am a professional. Oh, that's what you meant. That's what he meant. Oh, huh? What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. Are you serious? What? Miss Starr was a detective? Ah, I know who you are. Cough up. Cough up, Queen Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Starr. Who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. Block A is for the prosecutor's office personnel. Block B is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutors' spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with his knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was the valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Okay, parking lot with Edgeworth's car. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright, I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. Seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. So I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining. If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Starr. Why are they talking like that? Wait, are they talking about me? What the fuck? Somehow I always knew that a day like this would come. I was on the way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend, but I said something. Perhaps it was my finally home detective intuitions at work. Well, through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garage car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Goodman's chest. Oh. Bring a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. Why do I suspect that she's the killer? As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed in Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. It's a suspicious statement. How did you know? I respect the practices' basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted, given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Being off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I had been laid off by the prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Wait, if I hadn't been laid off by the prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I am off today. Laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. I said I'm a pro. As you know, my testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well. You may continue, Miss Star. I was on my way to deliver lunchbox to my boyfriend. This boyfriend, he's the detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. This is that boyfriend? You have several? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, the other boyfriend. Care to join? Oh god. And yet another boyfriend position is still open to for applicants. Okay. I know what you are. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Okay. In retrospect, who am I to judge? She does what she wants to do with her life. Who am I to judge? Note to self, the judge has to think before replying. The security guard who is in the lot in A block is up to the second level so you can see everything from there. It's up on the second level so you can see everything from there. That'll be the room with the security side. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. And I said something, perhaps it was my family home detective's intuition at work. You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? I felt like, how would you say, oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Picking up a detective's intuition. Wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective? Yes, so he was like a young cheese. A young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the street, a greenhorn. Then you must be hard yellowed and sharp as a tack. What's with the analogies? Yes, but in order an old cheese to match. Oh my god, stop. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something staring in the back of my mind. Due to the wire sense, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to her garage car. My garage car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car? Yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Certainly, the knife for which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edwards, wasn't it? Indeed, it was. What an odd case this is. The person you saw, you sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's do what we can. If we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you're a biased witness. You might keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie. Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I fry you like fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. Could you cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. Photograph. You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over a snap. I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. Oh shit, what the fuck? So this more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Moment of the crime as photographed by Angel Stein. No, that's unmistakably Ron Scott. Yeah. So what was the defendant doing at the time? Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife after all, 1.5. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature well-versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg from my salad surprise set. Can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg, I mean a person. And perhaps the chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor? So the defendant was holding a knife, but then she thrust the pointing tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? Defense has a point. Fortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late. Yes. The next moment, Chief Prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Mr. Starr's testimony is flawless. No, it's not. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. You're no prince.
Objection!
Really? There are no prints. The fact that she was holding the weapon and there are no prints, that's not good enough. Okay. Chief Prosecutor was holding the knife in her right hand. Then she thrust up into the spirit.
Hold it!
Oh shit. Hi, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Stay a while and listen. Hi, what's up? Nan Mam Poo Per Set. I don't know how to pronounce that name. From YouTube? How's it going? I mean, yeah, Danganronpa is awesome, dude. I love that show. I love the, I said show. I love the games. I've played all three. All the playthroughs are on the channel. I think I have a, it's back. I think I have a playlist set aside for when I played it, and I have a bunch of shorts, dedicated to it. A bunch of jokes that I made and whatnot. I have even more content than that, if you have like a Steam account, and like a very various other things. I love that show. I love that. I keep saying show, but there is an anime. I love the games. Yeah, Ultra Despair Girls didn't do it for me, but the rest of them, pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to 2x2. I hear it's coming out in maybe November or December. Yeah, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the stream. I usually have chat um displayed on the screen alongside my stream, but today I decided to turn it off. There's this one. It was like this like in the stream I did previously. Um, but yeah, Danganronpa. I played that, and then I decided to come back to this series of games because I was trying to play this series of games, Ace Attorney, before Danganronpa, and then I stopped, and then I decided to revisit it again. For the same reason that I like Danganronpa, I like the investigative stuff. I like looking into like solving mysteries and going to the facts and stuff like that. It's actually really good. Really good. I like thinking. Oh, let's suck it out. He has several boyfriends. What do I game? All sorts of things. I'm really into the Final Fantasy games. I played Danganronpa. I've played Nintendo games before. I'm kind of a variety streamer, or a variety gamer. I play assortment of things. I even play first-person shooters. But I don't play like the typical first-person shooters. I play like I was playing hero shooters a lot for a while. I play all sorts of things. I'm not any particular, but I really like RPGs. I really like story, and lately I've been getting into things that make me think, like this game. This game intrigues me specifically in Danganronpa because it makes me think. And from Thailand, cool, sounds great. Thailand. That's one place that I don't look into very much. But I am willing to try new things now that I think about it. Sounds cool. The moments. Welcome from the US of A. Garish. Nope, it matches up with a testimony. Again, like, it has no prints, but she was holding it in her right hand. Come on, but just not down since it was carrying. When I say the blade was out playing, it's just long. Never understand what you're type at all. Can you retie? No, I cannot. I cannot retie. Yes, that's about right. For the bite and word versus the location of the main target. Zero behavior. Then boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. Can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg, I mean a person. Perhaps a chicken salad would have been better. Oh, now that I think about it. No, I can't retie, but I just thought of something. I literally just thought of something. concerning my channel that I should probably do. I didn't think about it before. Should look into that. Prosecutor record of parking in the prosecutor's office lot. What am I saying? I'd like to watch this live Danganronpa. I already streamed it. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna stream. If I'm gonna stream Danganronpa 2x2 when it comes out. I'm thinking about it though, but yeah, I already streamed like the whole series. Probably gonna stream 2x2. Thinking about it. I don't think about it real hard. Yeah. But I would if I had it now. I'm streaming this in the meanwhile.
Objection!
I was thinking at the time, I was like, how did she know Edward was going there? That's what I was thinking. You didn't do anything wrong. I didn't catch it. I didn't see you did anything wrong. Was holding a knife to her right hand.
Hold it!
Spot the contradiction. What am I missing? Ricky is card bond versus. Let's get this card. I'm thinking. Even the wired fence was in the shot. She took it from the camera with her thing on it. The camera was in the lunchbox. It was one of the lunchboxes. You can speak English. Yep, I can speak English. That much is clear. It's a card, that's a telephone, security room. Why did she take a picture? No, wait, it was after.
Objection!
And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Guy stab the victim with the knife? As I've already said, yes. I saw it on my finest salmon swirl on lunch. I'm sure that's the fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is a photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Guy not holding a knife? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I didn't think that specifically. What I thought was she didn't stop the crime, but she had enough time to take a photo. And so I just thought that was odd. But so Phoenix's point is a little bit more poignant than mine, than the thought I was having. That's why I used the photo. Mr. Ordrich, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection I've ever Edgeworth. It was still stronger than your it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What are you talking about? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. It was taken the moment after the stabbing. That's what I thought.
Objection!
And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat. But it's a black and white photograph. Yeah. Ah, yes, it's hard to tell. But this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I can see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse? You got a better idea? Objection. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the photograph the moment she witnessed the crime. Oh yeah, that is true. She did say that. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. But that's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understand it, but good advice. Yeah, I literally don't understand it either. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor's guy was cold calculating like a robot. She killed without pain and remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Objection!
Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? Oh, I see. That's why I couldn't use the knife. Surgical gloves made from thin rubber, most likely. I wish she had those on. Yeah, if it's not premeditated, she would have been wearing those gloves. Oh my gosh. That's why I couldn't use the knife. That's why I got points off. Yeah, I remember when I used the knife in the beginning? These gloves don't seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
Hold it!
I gotta admit, she is hot. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves, the kind used in autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was premeditated crime. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. She's got to figure this was all planned. She can prove this claim. The trial is already over. I gotta think of a way to show that it wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that. Anything else? Sounds pretty fair. No. What do we do? Yeah. For some reason, having... They erased a bit of the testimony. What if she was just gonna have her wearing gloves like
Objection! Hold it!
Several boyfriends. This boyfriend, he's the executive. Another boyfriend is security guard. That boyfriend has several, yes. Serve any other boyfriend. Get a join. Get another boyfriend position still open for applicants. Positions. So put the legends, thank you. Not to self the judge. I had to think before. Really good. I feel like shoes do matter, but I could be wrong.
Hold it!
You sense something? So you saying you had a premonition about the murder? But a murder, I felt like how would you say it? Pretty honest. I felt like yeah, when you get a sharp forces, yeah, they removed the line when she says she trusted
Hold it!
the knife into. Girl was premeditated. How come she didn't plan to have the blood taken off her damn?
Hold it!
Traces of a victim's blood over it because she was wearing gloves. There has to be an assumption that I think recording. I don't think the gloves proves that the prosecutor was engaged in premeditated murder. I think the plot, she is the chief prosecutor. I think the gloves just prove, but she isn't a forensic expert. That's another thing. She isn't a forensic expert. Murder weapon usually in Edgeworth's toolbox, traces of the victim's blood. What is she doing with Edgeworth's weapon?
Objection!
Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell lunchboxes for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. Right, exactly. How'd she get the knife? What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutors. The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are the prosecutors bad people? The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Sky planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Yeah, because it's his knife. What is she doing? How did she get... Yeah, she would have to go into what's his name? She would have to go into his car and grab the knife that was in his toolbox. So if it was premeditated, yeah, exactly. It's his knife. Okay, so I wasn't wrong. His knife just has to be in the trunk of that car, right? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Yeah. It's his knife. Like, what? And I tried to say in our favor. Yeah, I felt it in the inkling, but then he explained it, and I was like, yeah, exactly. I was like, it's his knife. Picture right. My sister's as good as free, yeah. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. Oh, are you serious? What? Hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is the lunch lady over there. Defendant, Lana Sky, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needs to prove, nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... I would like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? Our powers of deductions are not to be underestimated. Really now? Yeah, that's a problem, isn't it? She has an ego. Probably because she sleeps with more than one, like, several boyfriends. That would give me a go too. This guy intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I mean, if I was super hot and lots of men wanted to be into me, I could understand having an ego too. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive the human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound like a lot like premeditated murder, does it? So I ordered a pizza. Does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Sorry, it was too much in my thoughts. Angel's deduction. That's how I intended to murder Detective Goodman.
Hold it!
You said that, but you haven't told us how you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie. I believe what you said was a mere prelude to the story she will tell us. Try not to interrupt her again, rookie. Interrupt a storyteller is like pulling a bun out of an oven half-baked. Something half-baked here, alright? So you will try not to confuse the defense witness. They're not very quick on their feet. Now, why did you believe such a tight intentions to murder the victim? Your actions speak for themselves. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. Wait, what?
Hold it!
You have no proof that Miss Guy called him there. Take care. You have no proof that she did it. Miss Edwards, thoughts? There's no record of the call made on the defendant's Lana Sky's phone. She might have written him a letter. Come on. You could have tried public phone first, at least. In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's presence when he was murdered. I'm sure he had reasons to be there. Witness, why do you think it was suspect to summon the victim that day? Why do you think it was suspect? The chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. What kind of grudge? Well, I wouldn't know that. Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge. Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now what's inside? How am I supposed to know? See? We agreed there's a lunchbox, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree? I get it. That's why the lunchbox was so salty. Just it's a very good with metaphors. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Can you tell us your basis for thinking this? It's simple. Nothing else could drive a human machine to plunge a knife in again and again. Wait, stop.
Objection!
You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then they'll test you. With my moss surprise, I'm afraid the moss is going under our feet as we wait, Miss Star. She's upset. What do you mean? I tried to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Why did the prosecutor have to say this? But whatever. You're right. Yeah, good show, Mr. Edgeworth. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness? You go to the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. What the fuck? So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. Anyway, that's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Wait, she hadn't. And tell us what you saw. Tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Her red muffler? Yeah, it's like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wear one around her neck, but she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. She was right. This guy was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't that odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? Yeah, it is. I mean, that's... Splattered blood has a pattern. That's just... It's a scarf. Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. No, come on. I judge with a bib, that's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the outside report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Ms. Wright isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Just for one, I wonder. Miss Star has turned out to be excuse me. Miss Star has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Yeah, because she got fired and she was like prosecutors. Telling her that really set her off. Yeah, exactly. The short work burns out fast. The fastest is scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax, and even a really short wick would burn longer. Obviously, more master testing is required.
Objection!
He wasn't wearing it at the photo. Miss Star, I demand an explanation.
Objection!
The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing the scarf of muffler of any kind when she stabbed at the victim, and you proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that's... It can't be. Only a professional lunch lady can be so utterly clueless. Congratulations, you finally found their true calling in life. Oh, Jesus Christ, Edward. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edwards prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver? It was literally from my objection. But it was there, a scarf. No, not that, but something red, really. Well now, where are we? Where were you? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. The only reason why, like, yes, what? Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. I think Edward just likes dunking on her because of her admitted hate for prosecutors. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we can shake the most important part of her testimony. Most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. The next testimony might be just a moment of truth. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind the partition off to her side. Quickly caught her, explained to her rights, and arrested her on the spot. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made the escape, but against Agent Star, resistance is futile. What? You're quite determined about the scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. I think everybody's weak against poisonous snake bites. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Very well, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination, if you will. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind the partition off to her side.
Hold it!
So where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's right. Yeah, there was a wall there about 6 feet high. Yeah, it's right there. She's definitely trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. What did you do then? What? I quickly caught her, explained her rights, and arrested her on the spot.
Hold it!
You say quickly? Were you close to the suspect? As I said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details. Yeah, press her. I'd like to see on the floor plan just to be safe. Electricity car was... She was a visitor, that she was parked in block B block. So you witnessed the murder from here. That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes? Is that correct, Miss Star? Yes, that's right. The chain fence in front of you. I went over, of course. Amazing. The Kafu lunch lady, a athlete indeed. I would have taken her. It would have taken her a little. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, but she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. How did this guy not get away?
Hold it!
You mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say? If I remember exactly, it would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyways, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word. So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean... That's brother. By phone, do you mean their cell phones coming at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory is like salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see, Miss Star, yeah. She prosecuted first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? Yeah, that's right, but that phone doesn't work. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently, it was out of order, and so she used a cell phone? Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing. Good witnessing. What happened? Whatever happened to get testified? You should, of course, add this to your testimony. The things I do, the police is looking at defense attorney. Me? It's about Murray? Heard my fellow reporter during the call, man. At 5:18. Saw that how she tried to use the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell phone instead.
Hold it!
You think you could restate your testimony for I was going to act the same thing. You only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. The prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. And she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she poured her own cell phone out of her pocket. I find it funny that she went through the fence, and during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up the phone. And you saw her doing this? What is it, Mr. Wright? Can I just pull out the phone?
Objection!
Fine, whatever. So that was too easy, right?
Hold it!
Made to escape. Can you be more specific? She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pallet of foreground. I don't know how to say that. She even kicked over an oil drum that made an oil drum? There was an oil drum lying on the side of the scene of the crime. But it's strange. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? The other parking lot entrance. I That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition, the partition to the oil drums. Excellent, more mysteries. I wish you could solve a few before finding more, though. So Miss Sky tried to run. I'm sorry, my sister's so suspicious, Mr. Wright. I'm not sorry as I am, but she didn't do it. You have to believe me. The word muffler was overheard during the call made to him at 518. They've been taking longer than it did with Danganronpa, though, to think about the inconsistencies. Record of marking in prosecutor's office into the line.
Hold it! Hold it!
Oh shit! I didn't mean that. parking and the prosecutors off the road into lot I-512. There's a victim buds, no prints. To Edwards, the prosecutors are so this gotta be a contradiction. There is a contradiction. There's a lot of things wrong with the testimony. That's not a problem. We're trying to make a direct line between the evidence and testimony. I'll figure it out. And we're going to answer to the one behind the petition cops on the side. We thought there had some rights. Maybe I should use a both hands.
Objection!
Must be on the wrong track. Yeah, you are. Muffler on the phone. Didn't she? Her muffler was over here during the call made to him at 518. Looked like I do during the final. Never mind. That's my thing. Oops. Regular parking, no. I'm gonna try this, and I might fail. I think she was restricted.
Objection!
No. Okay, fine. Yeah. Let me do it. It's fine. This is definitely a little tougher than Danganronpa, though. The contradictions in Danganronpa are a bit more obvious. They're a bit more obvious. Slightly. But it sounds like we're trying to miss on the sky. Because right now. See if we can speed this go fast a bit. Yeah. I know this. Blah blah blah. Just smack it. You call yourself professional wings. Very lovely, I would say though. It's just overall pleasant. Didn't you say something about
Objection!
no, it's not immediate. I didn't get to that point. Maybe there was something that I pressed around before.
Hold it! Hold it!
Ah, there you go. Yep. Oh, the moment of the crime. Oh, I'm so dumb. Any witnesses?
Objection!
Objection. Wait a minute.
Objection!
Yeah, and then it's the murder
Objection!
weapon. I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy, I'm a dummy, I'm a dummy, I'm a dummy. I am so dumb. So fucking stupid. Oh my god. Fucking. I am dumb. Right. And then I have to say basically that he did not do it over and over and over again. Yeah, that's the contradiction.
Objection!
It was one. You stopped one once. Yeah. That's how I guess the whole scene was. And then I have to say that she wasn't wearing the muffler. Oopsie.
Objection!
Oh, death. Yeah. Damn, I actually have come a long way in this trial. I didn't realize that. Never sufficient to run behind the partition up to the side. I quickly caught her, explained the rights and arrested around the spots. Oh yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier, using my test still. No, you literally thought her coat had the muffler. she's good. I'm gonna go down here. To the right, this is where the jump throw and I put this in the red. We cut her, swing the rest of her, and I rested her on the spot. I said she mentioned the muffler. Didn't she like drop her before I do that? Didn't she literally drop her phone? Oopsie, that's not the button. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Spot 2. Didn't she literally drop her phone?
Objection!
I did make an accusation. She literally dropped her phone after she got arrested. Actually, it was after she got arrested that she dropped her phone. It was the result of her getting arrested. That's what she mentioned in my flare.
Objection!
Is that a trap? Hold on. I want to see if that's a trap.
Hold it! Objection!
Okay, that's not a trap. Okay, cool. Just wondering.
Hold it!
Don't salmon have bad memory? The she possibly just spawn in. That's right.
Hold it!
But I can't use the phone as...
Objection!
But I can't use the phone? Didn't she drop the phone when you grabbed her?
Hold it!
What do you see here behind her?
Objection!
How'd you see her behind the partition? Gosh, okay. I saw... This is
Objection!
it, right?
Objection!
Yeah, that's fine. Number 2.
Hold it!
It's...
Hold it!
Saves coming. This has to make sense somehow. Where's the knife in all this?
Hold it!
I'm gonna throw the knife at her.
Objection!
Where's the knife in all this? Where's the knife? Never mind.
Objection!
I was like, floor plans. The exit's that way. How would she? Okay. I saw it all. How she tried to put on the wall, but that's usually so instead. There's nothing. I had to get through the phone at her, and that didn't work. But she dropped the phone. Now I see her. She mentioned the muffler. So what did I do? Oh yeah, but they changed the phone. They changed this one in the phone so that they changed what was written about the phone so that it says muffler when she was on the. That was from there, but whatever. This I used. What did I use? I used the floor plans because I wasn't sure how she jumped over the damn fence
Hold it!
so fast. She was using the emergency phone. That's how she did not get away so fast. She went for the emergency phone. She was climbing the fence. So when she checked, she saw that the emergency phone wasn't working. By the time she was done, between switching from the emergency phone to the cell phone, she already climbed the fence.
Hold it!
Was kicked her because she was full of adrenaline. Her testimony is backwards. After murder, the suspect attempted to run behind the partition and off to her side. Quickly caught her and explained her rights to her and arrested her on the spot. Arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Saw the Chevy. Now, this is before this. Not that that's a real problem. I just thought it was interesting that the testimony is backwards. It being backwards is no problem. This needs to be perfect. Made to escape it again. So this feeling.
Hold it! Objection!
So I didn't get the feeling that she wasn't actually trying to run. Else, why would she run in the wrong direction? So I'm not sure why I brought up the phone that time.
Objection!
So then I probably meant to do. But I already been penalized for that. Number 3. Not push that on. In the exact spot. Yep. In the exact spot. There must be something more obvious. There must be something more obvious. What is it? 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 Must be a more obvious contradiction than that. Hey villain, how's it going? Welcome back to the stream. I am in the middle of a pickle. As you can see, I am trying to find the obvious contradiction that this woman's making in her testimony against the evidence that I have, and I am stuck, and I don't want to cheat because, as well as just watching TV. Cool. Yeah. Oh, what you watching? Right over you go at me asking. Actually, work at a parking. The prosecutor's lot. Puerto Rico? Sounds like an anime. Or maybe a Korean drama. If you're into that sort of thing. Which one is it? Or am I just completely off? Anime? Cool. Okay. Cool. Is it like a traditional? Gourmet stuff, fighting? Oh, okay, I gotcha. Oh, that sounds cool. That sounds like something they would make. That sounds cool, actually. 6, 7, 12. This is nothing. This is nothing. Where my foot was over here during the call, man. I got my 518. To Emma at 518. I don't think I got anything with this phone. Parking lot with Edgeworth's car. Floor plan specifically. The car was over here. I think she said that she was gonna repeat that only once. I think she specifically said. Yeah. Yeah, see what is up here down right there. Yeah. Yeah, the fence is on 9 feet high too, so how them sleeping might get away. Yeah. That's what she said. You mentioned about you mentioned about things like Sissy say, if I remember exactly. Vicky. And exactly what I word, just that one word. So what you heard wasn't specifically with someone else. Yes, that's a fucking on her phone. Yeah, right. Do you say your testimony? I was gonna ask something. I'm only gonna say this one time, so listen close, rookies. The prosecutor stabbed the victim, ran behind and ran around the petition. And she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. She pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. During that time, he climbed over the chain link fence. Then when I boldly grabbed her arm, the prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this? What is it, Mr. Ring?
Objection!
Didn't I do that? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. Wait, didn't I literally just say, how did she How did she? How did she? I literally just said this, right? Am I wrong? Am I crazy? Didn't I literally say, how did she see her try to use the emergency phone past the partition? Was I just at the wrong part?
Objection!
The witness is a former detective. Testimony is marred by personal bias. No, who would have thought to be my knight in shining armor prosecutor? Who I'm gonna rewatch this. You who together with the two prosecutors kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if this is true, hold on, sorry. Yeah, you witnessed it from that point. However, if this is true, you can't see past the partition. Isn't that what I just said? Isn't that what I literally just said? Isn't that what I literally just said? Didn't I just say that? Okay, I need to go back and watch the video on my own. I need to watch this one specifically. I need to see what went wrong. I believe you see what I'm getting at. The emergency phone was on the back side of this partition, right? If indeed you were in block B, you couldn't have seen it. Yeah. Isn't that literally what I just said? Isn't that literally what I just said? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not cupping up lunch, she's cupping up lies. There's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness told the court. Here's the counter attack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. What just lied about? What she saw, yeah. She lied about what she saw. In other words, she didn't see Miss Sky using the emergency telephone. Yeah, you see much of mine actually give a very logical. Yeah, exactly. What's the matter, Star? Cat got your lunchbox? Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory, but why would Miss Star lie like that? Huh? Why would you say my sister had tried to use the phone but failed? Doesn't make any sense. Why lie about something so insignificant? Oh, dang, she's right. I mean, maybe she really did see her try to use the emergency phone. There's no room for doubt here. Your order for you ordered a patooey on rice, right? That's right. I thought you had something there. Oh, what? One more try. One. I see you haven't. I see in your eyes you haven't learned your lesson. Tell us exactly what you can show me. Just what you slide about. Oh, it's where she saw it. She tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What's significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it will be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone, it would mean Sky witnessed the crime from a different location.
Objection!
Yeah, exactly. Different location. But that's pointless lie if ever
Objection!
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All testimonies we have until now points in one direction. Oh, that's a good point.
Take that!
Is the only place where she could have been the security guard room? Indeed, the security guard room is in the ground parking and it's well positioned. It's built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There's so many other places where she could have seen the phone. Well, she was dropping off her lunch. That's what I was thinking. She was dropping off her lunch to her for one of her boyfriends. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness not being part of the prosecutor's office couldn't park in Park A. The only place she could have seen the crime in the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in security guard room. Yes, see, this is where I was going. Well, Miss Star, yeah, exactly. How many years have I've been getting the better of men. To think that the tables could have turned today, a man has got to be better than has got the better of Angel Star. Yeah, she was delivering her lunch to her boyfriend. Yeah, of course she was in the security room. What have you done? You used to be a detective, you should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't it strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense, huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything, exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. Oh. But it wouldn't explain how, the vantage point at which she took the picture. Yeah. The truth still stands. No, it doesn't. It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright. That's what we know. Miss Star witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what will change? Legal view of the crime. Why the angle at which she saw the crime would... Well, yeah, exactly, the angle? What do you mean? The security guard station's on the second floor, and she would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime. This is important. Why? Dude, it's she's the one that took the camera. Okay, Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Okay, let's start with this. I think the game is just doing that because I'm on the wrong path. Changes this in between her and the scene of the crime.
Objection!
Condolences, Mr. Wright. But one look at the floor plans, it's quite clear. This is between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how it would change what she could see.
Objection!
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it will take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Star, you witnessed the crime. You witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, witness, yes. You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality on matches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Did she have a snack for everything? A lunch for everything? Even terrible lunches? Jeez. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. That went to the ground from the glass walled station. Yeah, why would she lie? So she mean that she lied? Before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene, but the door was locked. I couldn't open it. So I had to go to the visitors parking in B block. It was quite a detour. Damn, she had to run fast. Probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 whole minutes, so it wasn't quick. This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. But you don't have photographic evidence. You don't have her. Oh my god, you have a point. And this spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. God, stop bribing them. Stop. That's right, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this?
Objection!
5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time if you like it. If you like al dente. I got on lunchboxes that ties pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? You would commit murder. I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you had the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Guy dawdled at the seat of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act that way. It's inconceivable. Oh, that's a good point, actually. She would have gotten away. It seems we've come to an end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edwards is the next witness ready to go. Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. Did it? We screwed it. That can't shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. Yeah, after a couple of mistakes. I'm afraid that the Coffin Queen has been dethroned. What's that? The court is adjourned. Damn, I hate that. What? Mr. Edwards, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to force off on me. I prefer not to take the defense's team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Ooh, a triple-decker. Oh God. I'll defer to the witness's determination. I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. You're a terrible judge. You're what she's going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? I know, right? Oh my God. Should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene, and now it's a matter of the victim's shoes. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. The shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. But she didn't. What? There was blood found on that shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Oh, shut up.
Objection!
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, that's a good point. But I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you have blood tests performed? Didn't I mention it? Did I mention I have 3 boyfriends and friends? She has a security guard. She has the one in criminal affairs, and she has 3 boyfriends and friends. We listen and we don't judge. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. But you must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is legal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective, as I mentioned previously. This shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce evidence, official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh my God, he just fucked him over. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. Yeah, it's pretty. You could at least study some evidence law, really. prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another court against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Wine and animal shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and on the skin. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Oh, God. Okay. Jesus Christ. I should have mentioned this in 5 minutes when I wasn't about to. Nah, I'm not. So, just take a look upon the shoe with victims still incorporate constable defendant was last guy. Shoe proves it as well as second evidence. I'm so mad at the game. I thought I said that already. I'm still mad at the game for that. I'm so mad at the game. Did I not present it? This blood is my sister, right? It appears so. I was right here with bandage when I saw her in jail. She was stuck to herself at the time of the crime. Court says. There's blood here too. On the sole of the shoe, it's gotta be the victim's. He must have stepped on a puddle of his own blood. So all his blood, it's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. Okay, stick drift, stop it. Frickin' Nintendo. Frickin' Nintendo. They want me to buy Switch 2. Okay. Must be the victim's blood, right? That I was just something eventually. Wasn't the victim in the trunk?
Objection!
Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? As you could say, I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? South Street prosecutors tried the victim before my own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. And why didn't you just tell the truth? Yeah, exactly, don't make me lie. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of vile lot known as prosecutor. Oh, stop. Falsified evidence, erasing testimony, erasing manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to do every trick in the book. This is when the suspect is admitting she did it, right? False testimony is the most cool crime of all in this start. Let's get this over with. And you found the shoe at the scene of the crime? I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I want to make myself useful while waiting for the police to arrive. So like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. The shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you remove valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. You know, she might have an ego, but I admire her conviction. Maybe it's just not based on ego. Maybe she just really wants to see things get done, and it's just really skewed bias. Two types of going with front to shoe. One of course the victim. So you brought it to the forensics department. If you're going to submit something as evidence to the court, you need it proved. That evidence must be analyzed by the forensic expert. She got away with a little coup because she used to be a detective. She does appear to have blood stains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. The blood belongs to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were two types of blood found on the shoe. And the other blood type matched the defendant's. You can't say for sure the blood belongs to the defendant. With a blood test, you came to know something about blood tests for people. Well, speak up. Well, blood comes from 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from blood tests whether the murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can't differentiate between million types of all the blood tests out there, which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person, or so I hear. So that's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results, but they said there was very little that I could be anywhere but mist on the skies. Suspicious blood was found in the victim's shoe. That ties it directly to Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was going to say that. Okay, so she's even gonna...
Hold it!
Let's go through it without a fight. You ordered the pepper and fish guts, right? Someone like it hot, Mr. Wright. Someone like it fine cheese in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup, Mr. Wright. Or don't you have a problem with the shoe? A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Yeah, there's a problem. I'm imagining things. It says there's one critical problem. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'll give you a pepper fish gut now, but you couldn't take the hit, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What contradiction about the victim's shoe? Show us a problem with this evidence. I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of the shoe. Right. Don't mess with me, rookie. There'll be blood on the bottom of my... Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Oh, God. Will she stop? Indeed. There's quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about the blood at the bottom of the shoe? Problem is that the footprint, not at the bottom of the shoe, but the victim's is covered in blood. Yeah, isn't it strange? Why were there any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. As you can see, there are no traces of any such footprint at the scene of the crime. Yeah, it's on her. It's on her thing. I contradict your claim about the shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. But I was there, dude. Then where were they, Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order. Well, witness. What, huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask, why there wasn't a footprint? Oh, that's true. That's the reason why there wasn't a footprint. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Think. I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There's one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator. This one, a leopard woman. Rawr. I thought that was a strange thing for a normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. So, apparently, you're not the slowest conveyor belt in a lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Oh, to wash up the blood? You don't mean... Yeah, the suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains against... That would be evidence against her. Yeah, exactly. That's what I knew that's what it was going to. That ties things up quite nicely. Yeah, the bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to arrest the telltale signs. Yeah, right, that's the prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Guy's right. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something please. What can I do? Mrs. has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it, but enough. There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side. She couldn't have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. Girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you just say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought she had your fill, but here you are debating a sunken helping. What the fuck? Another lunchbox cut evidence. What is wrong with this woman? Don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberation is past. Any for comments and you'll be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare me. The coffin queen. Look at this. Okay, more evidence. A photograph. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoes didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait. Look at the asphalt in this photograph. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing last trace of doubt in the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help at all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems like this is what your sister wanted anyways. No, they're still wrong. No, it's still wrong. No, they're still wrong. Sorry, Maya. Right. Wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare the verdict for good.
Objection!
Thank you. Okay. Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, no, it can't. No, then it'll be too late. Yeah. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yes. Yeah. I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've gone this far, we should give it a reclaim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Better put one problem with this photograph. This is the shoe. Well, it's probably here, don't you think? That's your elder, Mr. Wright. Let me give you a piece of advice. When you point some, at least remember to keep your eyes open. I believe he's trying to say no one's falling for your bluffs, Mr. Wright. Open your eyes, Mr. Wright. Think scientifically. So oh wait. What do they mean? Why is it off his feet? Damn, penalizing for me for getting it wrong. Why is it off his feet? Why is the blood washed away with the water? I know it's not directly touching the thing, but you're just looking at something and you're like, am I stupid? Am I really fucking dumb? Just a big little dumb dumb? You're stupid? I'm just dumb. I'm just a moron, as they say. Just run up to this fight. But the shoe is now. It's freaking. This way. I just thought to myself, I should show, you know what, maybe I should create, I should build another scene specifically for this game so that my face doesn't block the game. Maybe I should do that. But in the meanwhile, this photograph. How many times am I gonna say that joke? Joke that keeps on giving.
Take that! Take that!
I'm just trying to get the wall at this point. Let me stop doing that. No, seriously, what's wrong with this photograph? Wish I had access to the evidence. Wish I had access to the evidence. Look at that letter. I don't think there's something good. No, what's wrong with this photograph? But I'm just sure because it's his blood. The shoe isn't on him. It's facing the water.
Take that!
When you're pointing something, just remember to keep your eyes open. I believe he's trying to say no one's on for your blessings, right? When your eyes are right, that's scientifically. Didn't he bleed out? That's how he died? Didn't he bleed out? That's how he died? Wait, what's seriously wrong with this photograph? Just I think scientifically. Oh yeah, I'm thinking scientifically.
Take that!
Okay, so it's all water. Gotcha. All water. It's not oil in there. What do they want me to see in the photograph? What are they talking about? What is it they're talking about? I wish it was obvious. Maybe it is obvious. Maybe it is obvious. And I'm just messing up. But I'm not considering. What's in the tailpipe? It looks like a piece of cloth.
Take that!
There's a problem with this photograph is here. What's this? This is like pointing out the coward's muffler. Wait, what does that have to do with the murder, though? You're right. Apparently you're right. But what does that have to do with the murder? Wait a minute. What does that have to do with the murder? Where's this game going? Wait a moment, just Edwards. Your Honor. You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf at any time of this photograph. Muffler is also a part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Please stop. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see, and I see. What's the suspicious plastic on the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does it have to do with this case? Nothing, absolutely nothing.
Objection!
Sorry, Miss Star. That's not going to be that easy going. In fact, you've already told us why it's important. This is important to this case. You said as much as your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Yeah, let's hear. It's related to this case. Oh God, stop. Please don't make me do this. Miss Star, you're right, villain, but I'm still doesn't recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes, when I was arrested, she mentioned the muffler. Yeah, but you said it was her scarf. That's what you said. Oh, wait, she's a liar. Yeah, okay, she's a liar. Muffler. You heard. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was not the scarf, was actually this exhaust pipe? I would have been stuck there forever, thank you. If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh God. That's me right now, but inside. Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend. I find myself wondering on that piece of cloth. Believe any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that car. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. I was close. Tell me about it. But then we made it. At least for now. This court will adjourn for 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry? He ate all that caviar. They have a good point. Thanks for that, villain. Some lawyer Phoenix is. Yeah, tell me about it. And some gamer I am. No problem. I was literally ignoring it because I was like, yeah, there's something sticking out the exhaust pipe, but what does it have to do with the murder? What does it have to do with the murder? What are we talking about? Dude, that's literally all I'm thinking. It's been 3 hours, 30 minutes. I think I'm gonna stop. I think I'm gonna stop here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you for pointing that out. I would have been there forever because I was like, what does that have to do with the murder? What does that have to do with the literal murder? She wasn't talking about the scarf. She was talking about, because I don't know if you were here earlier. She mentioned a muffler. Okay, so what happened was she mentioned a muffler, right? But she said earlier in the trial, she said that she was wearing a muffler as a scarf because the defendant, when I met her, she was in the detention area. She was wearing a scarf, and so she said she was wearing the scarf when she committed the murder. But that was but that wasn't true because there was also a photo. Like we grilled her, we pressed her, and she produced a photo with her like saying that this was the moment that the crime was committed, right? And in the photo, it shows that she wasn't wearing the scarf, right? And she called it a muffler. And I was like, oh, okay. So in my mind, I'm stuck in my mind. I'm like, the best way to learn anything is to ask questions. Yeah. So in my mind, I was like, oh, that's the muffler, that's the scarf, right? Okay. All right. Yeah, dude. If you like what you see, I'm so believe this. I feel so terrible now. If you like what you see, please follow, subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. I was so
Gatorade. H2O. Gatorade. H2O.
Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks.
No, stop
It
saying
really,
it.
really
You don't mean it.
sucks.
let me go grab that water. Um let me go grab that water. Yeah, have a good night, man. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Bye. ZP Gaming. God, I can't believe that. Oh my god. Ah.